My, oh my, is it a gloomy day to start a vlog series. Hello. So, I am on a mission to accomplish a single arm pull-up, but I am 6'8" or 2.03 meters. And if you're wondering how tall 6'8" really is, go to a doorway in your house and look up. And when it comes to bodyweight exercises, tall guys, we kind of struggle a lot. We have a lot more like mass to move, and with longer levers, longer arms and longer legs and such, it just makes bodyweight exercises and really most exercises in general just a lot more challenging. But one of the most important aspects in life is to give yourself personal challenges to strive for. So in this vlog, in this video, I want to show you sort of my workout routine right now that's hopefully going to get me to that one arm pull-up at some point. I don't really necessarily have like a specific goal time frame in mind, just because I think the time frames can really kind of stress you out and potentially push you harder than you should be going, especially for something like this, because you know, a one arm pull-up can be very injury inducing, considering you're putting all of your weight on one arm onto one inner elbow tendon. Gotta be really, really careful with this. So I just want to break through kind of what a traditional workout looks like for me, how I deal with that as a tall dude, and I guess we'll just go from there. And when it comes to fitness, my philosophy has always been about having well-rounded fitness. You know, you can be good or excel at something, but for instance, like I don't want to just train pull-ups over and over and over and over again. It's important to give your body that challenge of, you know, balancing your muscle groups and doing a whole variety of exercises that can help you gain that total body fitness. That means not only trying to make these back gains, but taking care of the muscles like the chest, the core, and the legs. And don't forget about the booty. And so my current game plan, you know, to prioritize pull-up strength, but also to work my full body, I'm trying to do calisthenics workouts 3 times a week, and then weight training workouts 1 to 2 times a week, and then some sort of cardio or conditioning workout sprinkled on some of the days or some days in between. Because I think keeping active most days is important. You know, humans, like, we're designed to move. And do the workouts need to be freaking complicated? No, not at all. Push, pull for the upper body, push, pull for the lower body. And if you're gonna be doing pull-ups, we gotta balance that musculature, those gains, with push-ups. And I will be the first to say, push-ups absolutely suck for tall guys. Like any tall guy can tell you, any sort of like just pushing exercise, bench press, shoulder press, push-ups in general, like compared to our shorter statured counterparts, we're not that great. Not saying that you can't get good or get better, but just biomechanically, you know, it's a long way down and long way back up. And plus, because taller guys just weigh more too, it's just more mass that we gotta bring down and bring back up, and especially if you're gonna have perfect good form, which is going to be essential for this journey, because the last thing you want to do, for me or for anyone doing fitness stuff, is to hurt yourself. And when it comes to like warming up for push-ups, I find honestly one of the best exercises to do are chest huggers, just alternating one arm over the other. Giving yourself like 20 to 30 of these before you hit your push-ups just feels so good to get the chest and the shoulders warmed up. And part of this quest to achieve the one arm pull-up, I might as well see how good I can get at these other calisthenics-based exercises. So I'm gonna use these push-up bars here to track push-ups, but I'm gonna see how many push-ups I can do in a row, and you can be the judge of the good form. Of course I'm out of frame. Well, tall guys, you gotta use the chair if you're gonna catch any good footage on the ground. It's better. All right, so here's to seeing how many push-ups can knock out in a row. And today is April 6th, 2020. Let's see where we're at. By the way, I'm sitting at about 212 pounds right now at 6'8". Push-ups, max numbers. Let's do them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, crap. Oh man, come on. 19. 20, come on, chest. 22. No. Oh. Okay, 22 and a half. I know these push-up bars, they technically elevate you off the ground a little bit, so it's slightly easier than it would be just on the ground, but you know what's awesome about these is the grip. The grip of these just puts your wrists in such a more safe, like neutral position instead of you just keeping all that pressure constantly on the ground. And it's not like I have wrist issues, but keeping the neutral wrist just feels better. I was really hoping for 25 at least. But hey, you know what? I guess that's just what a journey is all about. Just being real with it, like it just is what it is, you know? So, but as far as like my workout goes, push-ups, try to throw in 3 to 4 sets or so. But I've been setting myself at specific like rep numbers and controlling the reps more than just trying to crank out as much as possible. You know, giving a good minute to minute and a half rest in between, 3 to 4 sets of like 12 to 15. And as I progress along, planning to add more reps to each of the sets, again, just to build up that push-up endurance, because I mean, I'm sure you can see in the video, like I just kind of hit a wall at one point where it's like body just kind of gave in. Things really slow down. So building up the reps throughout, you know, one day might just be standard push-ups like I just did. Another day, because I'm trying for 3 workouts a week, another day working on more of the narrow push-ups. So sort of more of that military grip, close grip that has more of a triceps focus to it. Just to add some variety, you know, just to switch it up and change how the muscles work a little bit more. And then a third variation of the push-up, which really freaking gets me, but is really, really more of a, like an effective dynamic push-up, is the under the gate push-ups. It's got a few different names, but I learned it as under the gate from P90X. And it's essentially starting back like this, and then working, you know, down and forward, swoop yourself up, and then back down and under, and push yourself back. I have no idea if I even stayed on camera, but sets of those two. Variety is key to keeping that total body fitness. So for the rest of this workout, I'm gonna stick for those 3 sets. I'm gonna do 3 more sets of those push-ups. So I'm gonna do those right now. All right, so just finished 3, 4 total sets of push-ups. Man, those push-ups get to you. You know what? I don't care what anyone says. Push-ups are hard. And if you struggle with push-ups, just know that you're not alone. You see that? Chest gains, sort of. All right, so next up, gonna do the upper body pulling exercise next. Now, when it comes to these workouts, again, like I try to mix up the 4 exercises, the upper body push, pull, lower body push, pull, try to mix those up each time for the workout, but also mixing up the order like of the exercises that you start with. And for the most part, I've been alternating upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, but you know what, just for today, oh, my arm's dying holding this camera. Oh, just for today, gonna switch it to doing both upper bodies, then both lower bodies. Because I mean, this video's about doing a 1-arm pull-up anyway. You gotta see some pull-ups before you click off to the next video, right? So, this is the current pull-up bar situation. It's just mounted here in the door frame into my filming room. And this is just something I got off of Amazon. Just screwed in, and it supports up to 300 pounds, and you know, I'm sitting around a little over 210 or whatever, which by the way is one of my goals, to keep 210 or over, just because that's a weight that I feel comfortable with. And I know that if I was lighter, It's less weight to carry on a one arm pull-up, but it's just a personal goal. And I think it'd be cool to say, hey, I was over 200 pounds when I did the one arm pull-up. God, my arm's tired. So as far as what's on today's schedule for the upper body pulling exercise, what I've got today is a narrow grip pull-up. Because you know, when you change the grip that you grip your pull-up bar with, you're working your back muscles just a little bit differently, and depending on the angle, you also work your biceps and your arms, your forearms a little bit differently as well. And so having the narrower grip tends to have more of a focus shift onto your arms and biceps, but obviously still using your back, compared to like a wide pull-up with a wide grip, which is just another variation that has less of an effect on your arms and biceps and more of an effect on your back muscles. But like I mentioned, variety is the spice of life, and so that's just part of today's variety, the narrow grip. So the idea here is to go just about shoulder width with the grip, and I'm gonna try to bust out 4 sets. With, for the sake of the vlog, this first set being a max rep set. And I touched on the best like push-up stretch to do before you do push-ups, before pull-ups. I always like to do wrist pulls, because when you pull your fingers down and stretch out your arm like this, you're getting a nice wrist flexor stretch, which helps to keep your elbow joint healthy, because your wrist flexors feed into this inner elbow, and if that gets inflamed, that's called golfer's elbow. And I had that actually for about a year once I finished, graduated college and just jumped right into weight training after like 4 years of rowing. And I totally overdid and didn't take care of my wrist flexors. So giving the wrist flexors a little pull like this feels really good and is gonna hopefully keep my elbows safe throughout this journey. I like this pull-up bar because it has little ring notches on it, sort of like how a barbell does. And so for my narrow grip, it's about a middle finger distance or middle finger grip. So let's do this. Last time on camera, I got 12 strict pull-ups, and I think I was just a little bit wider than this. So by the way, if you want to check out that first vlog, it's on my main fitness channel, Training Tall. But let's see how we do today. Here we go. Nervous as always. Not looking good. 9, 10, 11. Oh no, I can't. Crap. Well, that was 11. Not ideal. It's recommended that you can do at least 20 before you're really sort of in the range for being able to accomplish a one-arm pull-up. And that's a bummer, I only got to 11. I think I'm a little fatigued from earlier this sort of training week. Gotta start somewhere. And so now it's time for 3 more sets of that. And I'm gonna go for like a 2-minute rest, because I'm a little extra tired, and sometimes you gotta be a little bit adaptive to your workouts to adjust how you feel. So give myself a good little break here. 3 more sets of that, and we'll hit the legs. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna keep just the 3 sets of pull-ups. To be honest, like I'm just really not feeling it right now. I was only able to get 7 on that last set, and once I start dipping below being able to do sets of 8 with just my body weight, I know it means my body needs some recovery here. So I'm just gonna keep it at 3. And next up, I'm gonna bring it to our 2 leg exercises. So there's the push exercise, then the pull. When we think about the push exercise, that's mainly the quad dominant, the squat type of exercise, and the pull being more of the posterior glutes and hamstring style exercise. So for the first one, the push exercise, I've been working on single leg sit to stands on my super low table. So gonna go hit up sets of that next. Let's do it. I just had to take a little mid-workout laundry break to go switch the the washer to the dryer, and I went down to the communal communal laundry thing here in my apartment complex, opened the door, and poof, just this huge puff of smoke from like 5 dudes just blazing in there. I don't live in the nicest neighborhood and whatever, but anyway, back to the workout. Legs. So right now I'm trying to work on single leg sit to stands as that main leg pushing exercise. So that's going to work the glutes, but mainly the quadriceps. And as you can see, this is a pretty low table. It's a really sturdy one, I love it. But you can see it sits my butt lower than my knee, so it's a pretty good like squat depth mimicking angle. Problem is, this move is just really freaking tough. And so last week I was doing 3 sets of 8 each leg. So this week I'm gonna try for 3 sets of 10 each leg. And then when you do this, I use my other leg as like a little assistance, like a little kickstand to lift up. So instead of just pure body weight getting up, which I just can't do yet, I'm using the leg as an assistance, like a little kickstand, to make it happen. So this is what it looks like. God. So you can see as I do this, I'm leaning forward into it, sitting back and down. Trying to be mindful of my neighbors though below me. Oh, it's in times like this I really wish I didn't have 2 legs. Just kidding. Those are really hard. I'm gonna try to do 2 more sets of those. Those are really freaking hard. But we're almost done. One last exercise to kind of wrap up the routine of what I do. And so the last exercise being a lower body pull exercise, we're not gonna be doing any like leg pull-ups. You know, you can think of pull as, you know, it can be leg curls, but also any sort of hinge exercise. So where you're hinging over and squeezing forward. It's gonna work the back end of your legs, the posterior end, which is the focus. And so for this last exercise, the one on my list, the one on my plan, is the single leg bodyweight deadlift. So the idea here is, I didn't move the camera back enough. It sure is fun to be tall. Okay, so the last exercise for the single leg deadlift, the idea is to bend the knee a little bit, hinge over, lift the back leg, work on the balance and coordination, feeling the stretch, and then squeeze and then switch. So just like that. It's not really like a super big like strength exercise. It's more of a conditioning movement until of course like you add dumbbells to it to add to the challenge. So, but I'm just gonna use it as sort of a conditioning move because those single leg sit to stands were pretty freaking rough. So just gonna knock out a few sets of these and then wrap it up. So that's pretty much it as far as my typical workouts go. I'm not someone who goes like just super crazy high volume 2 to 3 hour long workouts. I like to keep the workouts fairly short, between 35 and 55 minutes or so, just to hit the main body parts of the body, get a few good sets in, work really hard during those sets, and then move on. And so today was just kind of a sample workout of the stuff that I'm doing. Like I said, I'm trying to do this style of workout about 3 times per week for now. I'm still like in my head about keeping like all of my muscles like exercise, so I'm doing things like bicep curls with weights and stuff. That's what I consider like my weight days for. But as I move closer and closer to this goal, I'm more likely going to be cutting out the dumbbell specific stuff and then work more on body coordination and balance and just core strength in general, because not only is the one arm pull-up going to be like an extremely hard like back strength exercise, but as far as having the core control to do that, it's going to be really freaking tough. So as of now, the goal moving forward is to just keep with these workouts, try to stay as lean as I can, with a focus on not gaining weight, not gaining more mass, because that's only going to make me heavier, but also not losing mass. Again, I'm sitting right now around 212 or so, and I really want to keep it around the 210 mark. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm really excited to share sort of my eating strategies on how I'm going about this as well, and just the general tips and stuff that I've got along the way. I'm really excited to move forward with this journey. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked it. Be prepared for a lot more vlog style content, just me and you and just talking and working through this journey together. And this fitness aspect of it is just one component of everything I want to talk about. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, let me know your favorite color down in the comments. That's how I know you'll made it to the end. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more if you like this vlog style stuff. And if you're looking for more structured fitness videos, fitness advice, check out Training Tall, my main fitness channel. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.